Gwamai is a sleepy, choppy village on the curvy terrain leading out of the ancient city of Kano to its neighboring and no less significant Katsina. In spite of the deluge of traffic on its corridor, Gwamai is often considered a footnote in the dusty blur as vehicles eat up the miles between the two cities. Perhaps because the road itself was a challenge, making any other observation hazardous, as motorists and truck drivers battle physical hindrances to reach their destinations. That was the old story, says Seidu Garba Gwamai, who has been living here since he was born. Today, he says, the mood is of self-congratulations and friendly repartee amongst those who hung on to hope and stayed back. The Kano-Katsina Expressway, which is as important to the inhabitants as an artery which carries the lifeblood of commerce, is receiving the kiss of life it dearly needs.
Alhamdulillah, wannan hanya sakamakon yadda muke kallon yanayin abubuwa.
We sincerely appreciate the federal government for the work done so far. This used to be a very problematic road for the motorists because of the high rate of accidents which we have witnessed, but that has reduced tremendously now.
Suke tsallakawa muna gani da abubuwan da ke faruwa na dangane har tsarurruka kuma an samu sauki insha Allah.
It is a work in progress in every way. A new lane has been fully constructed and the old lane is receiving total rehabilitation to cater for the heavy traffic anticipated when all the commercial initiatives in the two cities begin to bear fruit. It is a painstaking effort which is slowly but surely taking shape, stoking what was the dying embers of optimism in this area and releasing a new spark of confidence that a promise made is a promise kept. Down the expressway, the people of Dorawan Shehu in Dawakin Tofa local government area of Kano are also basking in this new lease of life. Yesterday, the resigned mien of neglect, but today, a confident nod of inclusion.
Wannan hanya da aka samar an samu ci gaba sosai na zirga-zirga ababen hawa. Misali kamar da kafin a samu wannan hanya.
We thank God for the rehabilitation of this road so far. There is an increase in the number of vehicles that apply this road because the potholes are no more. And this brings a lot of economic activities to us, indigents of this area. We however caution the road users not to overspeed and endanger lives.
Masu gefen gari har yana nema ya dame mu saboda suna gudu wanda ya fi karfin gudun da suke yi da.
Up and down this axis, these roads are being constructed, rehabilitated or expanded as the case may be. On the northeastern corridor, the rehabilitation of the Kano-Maiduguri Expressway has commenced from the Potiskum bypass, with savvy businesses already springing up in some of the locales along the road. It is the steadier hand to the plow now, with painstaking, eagle-eyed supervision to ensure that the seeds of development germinate across the land.
Our work principally is to fix arterial roads, sometimes defined as trunk A roads, roads that connect one state to the other. Essentially, we are the drivers of Nigeria's interstate connectivity. The strategy was simple. There is record of a lot of projects started and uncompleted, records of projects started and not funded. So it was to get all of that together, see what the funding gap was, funding need was, and get them into the budget for appropriation first, before you start then raising the cash. And the overall national strategy was also to commit to increase capital spending in order to keep the economy going. And at the time, the economy was suffering negative growth, which then led to recession. So the best way, the time-tested way, really, whether from the Great Depression to the Chinese resurgence to Brazil, is spend on infrastructure. It's time-proven. So we increased the capital budget of the country from 15% to 30%. We increased the size of the budget itself. So it wasn't just a percentage increase, it was a gross increase. And then we decided to concentrate also on roads that had been started or that had been designed. So, and complete what was ongoing.
In Kaduna, the bypass is near ready for use to cater for the huge volume of traffic from Abuja and other southernly destinations into the north. The Abuja-Kaduna Dual Carriage Expressway, a key trunk road which for decades has suffered wear and tear, is receiving due attention. It is a thorough rehabilitation with the focus on a durable surface which will offer a smooth ride and take haulage weight seamlessly when completed. Today, however, brings the rigor for tomorrow's gain.
Mostly tankers come from Suleja, come at this point, they are heading to Kaduna and they do a U-turn. And there was a very bad section here. The pavement had completely failed. There was terrible go-slow in this place. At one point there was total breakdown of traffic on this road. So as you can see, what we've done is to completely reconstruct the pavement in this stretch. You can see about 500 meters there or a kilometer there. And then this way, the whole pavement has been scarified and relayed and is being reconstructed. And the shoulder, which is the both sides of the road, have been widened and reconstructed. At the end of the day, we expect that the U-turn is much stronger and the pavement is new and stronger, and we have a smooth traffic flow restored here.
The Federal Capital Territory offers the ideal network of roads that the nation craves in all its locations. The Giri bypass, which forms a part of the loops that skirt around the capital, opens into Gwagwalada as a key part of the long vein which connects other parts of the country. It is an ideal concept which caters for a growing population, increased social and commercial activities, and an aesthetically appealing view of Africa's giant opening itself to an exciting future. It is by no means complete, and some stretches of this road are still being rehabilitated with focus on quality and early completion to fast-track the ease of movement across the zone. The overall objective is to boost the nation's key sectors, as the development of road networks play an important role in the economic development of any nation, and it is used as an index to assess the nation's status developmentally. The proper development of transport road network not only reduces the cost of transportation, both in terms of money and time, but also helps in the integration of various regions within the country. It is also a primary catalyst in most countries in ensuring access to wider markets and the establishment of viable industrial linkages in agriculture, minerals exploration, trade, and investment. The big vein from the FCT to the southern part of the country is a crucial project that has been on for years now. This project, in areas already completed, offers a glimpse of what Nigerians will experience in the no too distant future. Communities on this corridor anticipate the natural growth and expansion that come with access and a key infrastructure like a good road network. The shiny surface promises a bright future which the direct beneficiaries feel is close enough to touch now.
I'm very happy and appreciate the federal government for what he is doing to put more efforts, and God will protect the federal government and protect all those people that they have signed to do the work. We appreciate, because if they did the work now, the agent will less. There's nothing will make us not to have a free movement.
Down the expressway is the iconic bridge over the Niger between Kotun-Kerfi and Lokoja. It offers a testament to the resilience of the country to physically weld itself together in a chain of development. To create a spirit of oneness, genuine integration, physical connection, and unity of purpose. An imposing example of the nation's collective will to move forward together in spite of natural barriers. For decades, however, this bridge has been served by single lanes on either side, with work on the dualization stalling. A number of reasons were advanced for the stop-start experiences, with funding a recurring decimal. Like fins on some of the bigger fishes in the Niger itself, a new picture of farmer hands is beginning to emerge with the advanced work on the construction of the smaller bridges on the approach to the main bridge. It is a project that the administration is keen to see completed faster than its current speed.
Sooner rather than later, we will start to name and shame some contractors. We will start to blacklist contractors, and once we blacklist you, at least for the time that I am here, you will not get work in this government if it gets to that. So contractors have to shape up and give us value for money, and those who can't continue for any reason should honorably own up and let us terminate peacefully and amicably instead of name and shame, so that we can find new people to take over. We need to complete as many of our projects as possible.
On the other side of the bridge, the dualization takes a tasking but more aesthetically satisfying turn. The new lane is being carved out of a hill, running through with the old lane, which is also being rehabilitated in sections. Both are on the shoulder of the confluence of the Niger River and the Benue as they begin a steady course downwards into the south. It is a road that rewards the traveler in more ways than one and offers a unique view of Nigeria as it truly is. Green lands of fruitfulness and unending waters of life. The Lokoja or Kene section still needs more time, as early work is concluded with land cleared for the dualization to fully begin. Okene to Benin via Okwila and Auchi is a terrain complete with its undulating hills and steep valleys. Here it is a three-way conference between man, machine and nature, whose outcome offers the indigenes a tantalizing future.
Normally, if the road is being done, at least there are many businesses that will be going on. many travelers will be waiting on the road, not for scaring people. Like the other time when I went to port, when I'm telling them that I will stop at Ewu, everybody in the car was shouting, hey, Ewu, we don't want to stop at Ewu. Everybody was afraid. But when the road is done, at least by God's grace, everything will be moving well.
Towards the ancient city of Benin, the sister villages of Igeduma, Ubiyaya, and Igwoviobo, known for fruits, game, and nature's plenty, anticipate an unprecedented boom in trade. The persistent drone of bulldozers and caterpillars downstream brings a reassurance that their small communities have not escaped government's attention.
We are very happy as the federal government is making our road to become more durable. So we are indeed very happy indeed, because we have a lot of villages surrounding us that used to bring their product. Even our product, we used to bring them from inside the village down to the city. So with this development, we can be able to evacuate our products from the inside the village down to the town. That is one of the major things. And secondly, we are exposed to developments, in the sense that more people are coming out to develop in our village.
We thank federal government for their work, for what they are doing in terms of this road, because this road goes straight to different villages. By the time the road is developed up to Okene, you will discover that traveling to Abuja will be a very short journey.
It is a feeling that carries through to the east-west road in the heart of the Niger Delta. This project, under the supervision of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, has its daunting bridges across the waters of the region. It is being undertaken with the attention and expertise it deserves to stand the test of time. In the eastern part of the country, the rehabilitation of interstate roads like the Enugu-Port Harcourt remains a priority, while work is underway on the Owerri-Port Harcourt Expressway. Other routes in this axis that already have been successfully rehabilitated are enjoying better access to other parts of the region, which will surely boost the evacuation of farm produce to urban centers.
The road is beautiful, because we thank God, many things happened before the time is one lane, but now those things have stopped. But we begging the federal government, let them continue remember us for the road, because sometimes the erosion, we need gutters.
In the southwestern corridor, the Benin-Ofosu-Ore-Ajibandele-Shagamu Expressway is being totally redone in many stretches. The old road has been completely removed, while a new one is being laid.
Many of them have supervision consultants as well, who represent us. We also have controllers also in all the states, and I want to believe that quite a number of these contractors also have worked with, and they also have a reputation to protect, And apart from this, we have monthly project monitoring, project evaluation meetings. In the last few months also, we've moved the directors out of the headquarters to go to their zones and work with all their controllers to go and inspect progress. So there's a lot of hands-on application there, such that it is difficult to cut corners, and we don't expect people to want to cut corners. We continue to monitor and evaluate, and that's the most we can do, and supervise and use in-house and external capacity to do that.